You know, sometimes I feel like we get one step forward but 2 steps back. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get inside. But you know what, folks? It's a brilliant sunny day, and with that sun, it just puts you in a good mood and everything seems like it's going well. For example, getting the shutters on did sort out one little problem we had. The neighbours' bins don't go in front of our house anymore. Let's get into the action. So if you all remember back to when, before we actually started putting walls in and stuff, we osmoed the floor. I had a little reaction on the osmo at some point as well. And then we covered it with plastic. And this kind of part of the parquet was actually one of the places where it really had a bit of a problem with the reaction. And so I've taken the plastic off now and discovered that there is this kind of mottled effect. Now, chestnut, when it gets wet, goes black. So in the other room, it's got a little bit of black. That might just be a bit of surface kind of dampness. But this has a lot in kind of marks in the kind of osmo coat, I think. And so what I've done is just done a quick spot check with some 40 grit sandpaper. And I can see that it's coming off all the kind of mottled. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to spot all over this room. I can remember the rest of it wasn't too bad. There'll be other spots where I need to do the same thing again, but I'm not going to do it by hand. I'm going to have my little sander and electric sander, and yeah, just spot it, whip over with osmo again, let it dry, and then everything's getting another osmo. But I'll show you, it just comes off with a little bit of sanding. You can see it's attacking there. I don't want to go too much with this. I'm going to use my sander on it. But yeah, it's more work, but we're just going to ignore that for the time being. Get on with getting everything else finished and in place today.
I have to say the bathroom is looking fantastic.
You like the tiles
that I chose?
Yeah.
But then I left you to it, didn't I? I was complaining that they were too dark.
Yeah, you're complaining they were too dark, but now I think they look good, especially with the white paint. I've not finished the paint, and that we might have to come back after I've done all the rest, because when you're doing so many different jobs, it's easy to get lost, and when things don't dry as quick as they should, you're kind of in trouble. And that's where I'm in trouble. Where you're above where you are, it's not dried as it should have done, and so I can't sand it off, can't finish painting it, but it's only a little bit. So I've kind of popped a bit of paint where I can, but the rest will have to come back onto. This is the first time I'm using these. I don't know really. I thought they were filters, but they're not filters. Normally you have little washers that go in here, but for some reason they're little washers.
What are they?
Maybe somebody can tell us in the comments. It's a little washer with kind of plastic holder and another washer at the back, but that's fine. It'll reduce the pressure a little bit, save on water for the tenants or the family. Okay, right, so those are in there. I suppose what it does stops it being over tightened and popping out. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. Oh.
You forgot.
Yep. So I don't want to over tighten these, so I'm just going to leave it like that, and when I turn the water on we can check that it's not leaking.
The glasses go on, it's work time.
Serious work now.
Reading instructions. Or not really, you're just looking at them.
Yeah, you got it in one. I don't need.
It's for, oh yeah, that's it.
No, basically I was just looking how it all clips together. Everything's pretty self-explanatory with it. This first time I've seen this system. Presume it works, but
We are not reviewing it, we're just using it.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh no. Didn't just clip in, did it? No. Okay, so the idea is we get this head on and then we see what kind of length we want on the pipe, and it's adjustable. Okay. Right, Anna. This is the moment.
Switch.
Well, it's the moment you've been waiting for.
Yes.
Well, I'm not going to have a
Shower.
no. That's on our OnlyFans site. The link's in the description. How many of you just paused and checked to see if we had an OnlyFans page?
Well, quite a few, I think. Quite a few. We won't name anyone, will we?
No, wouldn't like to do that. Right, what we need to figure out is, okay, we want to be right at the top here so that people don't hit the head. So we want to be high, but how high do we want this? This little thing here turns between the handheld shower and this. So I think that's okay, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can clip that in now, and that should stay at that height, apparently.
Well, it's in use. I mean, we haven't used it before, so we're just figuring it out.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to have to clip that on the wall, and it's probably going to look best if it's in the middle of the tile.
Yeah.
Whether or not that's actually, it's not the centre of the tap, that's the problem. We're going to have to go to the centre of the tap, which is where that, about there.
Well, I think.
In fact, it just needs to come over onto this line here. That's the centre above the tap. It's going to look a lot better like that.
Okay.
So drilled out with a 6mm as it says, but it won't go in any further. I'm not going to break my tiles, so I'm just going to chop that off. That'll do. .2 to the centre. It's slightly off level, but I think it's better that it looks like it's in line with the line rather than being level. On saying that, it is in the line, so 2.2, Right. That's as far as I'm going on this shower, just because I've still got some painting to do above, and the pipes I don't want to get covered in paint. I can take this off when I do the painting above. So I'm going to stop there. Now I'm just going to work on the bath. Put weight in the bath because when I want to silicone it, when I want to put the glass partition up to stop water coming out, I have to do it in a way when somebody's in the bath, it doesn't drop too low, and then doesn't become, either the silicone breaks its seal, or you can get water underneath the glass. So the idea is you put weight in the bath, do your silicone and put the glass on when it's nice and kind of compressed by some weight. It has to be underneath it, it's not there. And now the other head down the bottom there next to the box. What's it like being my helper?
There's good moments and bad moments. The good moments is you do all the work.
Please, could I have some screws? One will do, perfect,
One at
thank
a
you.
time.
Yeah. Oh, these are inox again, stainless steel, so you know what that means.
They won't attach.
Yep. Oh, it's the curse of being left-handed. Those three, and I think that's it, done. Oh, the top. there we go. I've got this in. Feeling a bit up against it, to be honest, today. Forgot to get silicone, so can't finish the bath. Forgot to get the same silicone, needs to go along here as well. Put some on the back, but not along here. Yeah, and everything's feeling very hard. I think it's got something to do with me having a dental operation in the last 2 weeks and struggling. I've just been back yesterday as well. Basically had a bone graft and it's making things a little bit harder. So I'm going to go home today and then come back tomorrow and we're going to get this finished off tomorrow. What do you reckon, Anna?
That sounds good, Ed.
Can't do any more today. So, you ready? Okay, Anna, this morning did some painting and I prepared everything. I've had a look myself and I'm going to put things in now and show you. It is tight, but I think it works. So, let's go. So this is the layout. All the drawers open perfectly. And of course we've got a nice big porcelain sink on top there.
That will go eventually.
Yeah, we've got space here for if somebody wants to put shelving for bits and bobs. The toilet is kind of close, but I'm not going to sit on it now, but you can see there's the space. The one thing where I just didn't think about and got it slightly wrong is the towel heater. If you come through, I'm going to have to put the towel heater like that. So you can see there's a little bit of lost space. We're talking centimetres, but I think that goes really well. I think you can get your towel when you get out of the bath. It's not encroaching on the sink. And the toilet's working. Of course, it's an optimised bathroom, so not a huge amount of space, but everything has its place and there's no kind of problem getting in the shower. There's no problem using the sink. There's no problem on the toilet and there's no problem with that. So let's get it installed and let's move on. Basically though, there is one thing I've got to do. When I install this, I'm just for you guys going to put the sink on top, connect it to the wall, but I need to be able to take that back off just to kind of spot sand the floor. So just for kind of completion, I'll put it on and then later today when I'm doing all the floors, little spot sanding and re-osmoing, I'm just going to take that sink out, spot treat it and then put it back in a day later when it's dry. looking at the height of this and the stains on the floor, very minuscule next to this, we might be able to just leave it in situ, because my little sander would get under there and I can just whip over. Things are going well, no?
Yes. Well, that is looking nice.
Yeah, lots of space like I wanted. Well, there we go, that's plumbed in. I'm joking. Okay, I've got as far as I can with that right now. This bathroom. Basically, I've still got little bits of plumbing to do once I've done the floor. I've given the floor a quick clean with white spirit, and so there's a little area where there's no stain and there's no Osmo. So it looks a little bit darker, but it'll just dry light as it always does. I almost cleaned the floor with water and then realised I had some parquet that I hadn't put Osmo on, and if I'd have cleaned it with water it would have gone black and stayed black. So until I've finished that floor, I can't finish off the sink, but yeah, everything else is done. Come and have a look. I haven't put one of the sink drawers in because that needs some plumbing done first. Come and have a look at what it looks like. Gives you a good view.
It's looking really good, but there's one big thing missing.
Yeah.
The mirror.
Yeah, because I went in the shop on my own for some of the stuff and I needed your help. So you're going to choose a mirror that goes with that room.
Okay.
Before we go, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone's support in the last vlog. You put a lot of lovely comments and we read them all and we love them all. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed today's vlog and you enjoy what we're doing, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you know when our next vlog will be out. See you all next time.
See you soon.